Good afternoon. Welcome to another edition of Valley Spotlight. My name is Mike.
And I'm Lauren.
We're back. We're back for another Sunday.
We're back.
Happy 2-week anniversary.
Oh, thank you so much. I was going to say, everybody was like, are you taking a honeymoon? I said, no, we have work to do. Turns out we also needed to take a couple of days of rest. We were so tired.
We also did a little vacation before the wedding.
We did.
Which was nice.
We went to Florida with my side of the family beforehand. But yes, I'm officially Mrs. Housel.
Mrs. Housel. Can we still call you Lauren Lindvig? What should people call you?
I think I'm going to go with Lauren Lindvig Housel.
Okay.
But it doesn't, I do it.
Just call her Lauren.
Right, just call me Lauren.
That makes sense.
For now.
Do you have any fun video or pictures you'd like to share? People might want to watch. I think if they didn't get invited, and it was a small crowd.
It was very small.
Smallish venue to fit the crowd.
It was.
Maybe they'd like to see some pictures.
Well, sure. We'll show some pictures, and yes, it was definitely kept smaller just because, we wanted to keep it just family and friends, and your family who's a friend, and you're a friend who's family. So you were there.
Well, I mean, the bistro is only so big.
It is. And a big thank you to Mark and his staff and Melissa and everybody out there for pulling together, and the menu, Mike. We've been working on that one for a while.
I don't know if I told you, I didn't eat the night before or all day that day, so I could have a little bit of everything, and I ended up having a lot of everything. I was a wreck afterwards, a big full wreck, but I enjoyed it so much.
They made Chicago beef sandwiches and deep dish pizza and Chicago hot dogs and Fred's favorite chicken sandwich, which was a huge hit, and root beer floats for my mom.
My favorite dessert.
Yeah, so on behalf of the...
Cheesecake.
Right?
Salad.
It
goes on and on. That cookie table.
The cookie table.
Thank you to whoever made all those cookies.
That would be Fred's mom,
I was sitting next to it, so I kind of took the credit.
Some of the girls that he works with.
Yeah.
Or that she works with. Yeah. And then some aunts and some, oh my goodness, like crazy.
That was so good. Everything was so good.
I'm still eating the cookies. Still eating
cookies.
Them. Yeah.
All right.
Just hiding those, my private stash. But thank you to everybody for the well wishes and the kindness on our Facebook page. Ron posted a picture when we were standing at the altar, and I had to turn my phone off.
Oh, really?
The notifications.
Why was your phone on?
Well, everybody I knew, I guess, was kind of there. Not everybody, but a lot of people. Anybody on the emergency contact list was there.
Right.
But it was really one of the most perfect days I've ever had in my entire life. So thank you and thank you.
You're welcome.
Okay, I love this one.
All right, you've heard the phrase "close but no cigar." This is kind of the opposite. A couple of guys that were just working their tails off, fingers to the bone in the corporate world, finally got their dream together, and that whole corporate thing went up in smoke.
I think we talked and we're like, hey, why don't we do a trailer? We'll order the trailer, we'll try it out, and if it fails, we'll just go park it in someone's drive and, like do parties on the weekends or something just with our friends.
On the contrary, this mobile trailer filled with cigars is on the road a lot. Cut and Toast is the brainchild of Dave Latigo and Mark Len, who 5 years ago were looking for something different in life.
We both worked for a large corporation. We always kind of wanted to get out of the corporate world. I always had a love for cigars. Mark started to grow a love for cigars, and we came up with this idea where we were going to start selling cigars mobily. Just didn't know how we were going to do it. And we ultimately came up with this cigar trailer that turned into something that we never thought was going to happen.
What happened was some hard work, a little vision, and a trailer that drives business.
Mark and myself, we did it over one winter. He's more of the carpenter. I'm more of the guy that holds the end of the tape measure. He's the guy. I'm the one that's telling him things were crooked, but it was our vision. We just took a couple months and we put it together.
It's pretty unique in the fact that we are one of the only ones around town. We have a walk-up bar on the outside where you could walk up and pick a variety of selection of cigars.
So it's when they walk up and they see the nice humidor, and we have the brick wall inside, and we have the tin ceiling, and there's wood everywhere. It's cool. People are impressed.
Then the bookings started to follow.
We didn't think we would be as busy as we are. First year was crazy, and then it just snowballed into that, and we were able to leave our full-time jobs to pursue what we thought was going to be a weekend adventure.
Are you surprised how fast it's grown?
Absolutely. And when we started, it was going to be just a weekend thing, and we thought maybe we could make a couple dollars here on the weekend and see where it went, and it grew into this crazy business where we were meeting people that we had no idea we were ever going to meet or thought that we would meet.
For two guys that love the game of football, the people they've met have been the biggest perk.
Well, we got a call last year from the Dallas Cowboys, and we did Drew Pearson's Hall of Fame induction, which was in Canton, which was awesome.
We were at Drew Pearson's last year for his Hall of Fame inductee, and we met Ed Too Tall Jones, which was pretty cool seeing him growing up playing football, and he actually walked up to the trailer, and it was pretty nice.
Fun for them and fun for their many customers. Just having a nice trailer is one thing, but stocking it the right way, that's another.
You want to have some staples, some cigars that are staples that everybody knows about, whether it's Macanudos, Ashtons, the Romeos, but then we also wanted to go a little bit boutique. So we put some different cigars in there that really caught on, that we think, and now they're staples in our cigar lounge in Struthers.
And if you frequent Struthers, you know how they're working on the downtown area. Well, Mark and Dave have noticed too. So keep an eye out for them to continue to make a difference.
We're hopefully going to do a lot with downtown Struthers and the mayor, and we're just waiting on time.
Yeah.
I'm not going to say what we want to do, but we want to do some other things in Struthers. Struthers is, they're revitalizing the downtown and the Nebo area. There's some cool things that I think we could do down there and get involved with Mayor Cat and build that city down there.
Until then, the Cut and Toast trailer will be rolling around town and parking at events. Just two guys with a smoky vision that has their business on fire.
It's a big thing. I mean, there's a lot of guys and a lot of girls that smoke cigars, so it's a great business to be in for us right now.
Last night we were at an event for one of our clients, and I actually walked out, looked, and there was nothing but high-end cars like McLarens, Ferraris, Porsches, and I took a picture and I was just thinking, wow, this is pretty cool.
There you go.
Good for them.
Yeah, really. So they have Cut and Toast, the actual brick and mortar place in Struthers. They have Cut and Toast, the mobile trailer, and they own the Briar Hill Pizza Shop in Struthers too.
Oh, I've always wanted to try that.
Yeah, well, they should bring us some.
They should. We're not that far away.
Great guys. Look them up on Facebook. They're pretty booked. That mobile trailer is pretty booked up into October, but if you want them, you can still get them.
Very good, Michael.
right.
Let's take a break.
Pesto and Vic Russell when we come back.
You got to hang out with Vic Russell.
He can explain stuff better than a lot of people, so we'll have that for you after this break.
We have such a legacy, created such a legacy here in the Valley, and we're very well respected by numerous manufacturers in the industry. We're a leader in our industry, and I want to continue that. We want to continue that, and we want to take it to the next level. Whatever that level may be, we're ready for it.
So let yourself go to Ducat. Let yourself go to Ducat.
Whether it's dinner out with friends and family or your next catered event, Rachel's Restaurant in Austintown always makes it special and delicious. Award-winning cuisine, relaxing atmosphere, and so much more. Rachel's Restaurant, Austintown.
Hills is the low-cost living, anti-inflation department store.
Shop Hills in the Liberty, Lincoln Knolls, and Boardman Plaza, Youngstown, and the Ridgeview Plaza in Warren, and the Hills location in Champion, all open 10 till 10 daily.
Back here on Sunday on Valley Spotlight.
Thanks for being here.
This has been fun.
I know.
And we're not even halfway through.
Nope, not even close.
Well, financial times and the stress of it can just bring everybody down. It weighs on you. We've all been there, right?
Oh, yes.
So you kind of need someone in your corner, and that's where Apprisen Financial Services comes into play. Mm-hmm. And Victor Russell kind of explains things in a normal way so that we understand it.
He's so calm, cool, and collected about it. That's
right.
what I love most about him.
Yep, they're here to help, especially when times are tough, and to help you with all those financial needs.
There's three big stressors on individuals right now, which we haven't really had in the past. Inflation, of course, is number one. With the rate of inflation being at a 40-year high, it's extremely expensive for living essentials and to live, just for basic living essentials. The second big stressor that the Fed is using to try to fight inflation is the increase in interest rates. We're seeing a huge increase in interest rates in a very short period of time. And the last big stressor is the consumer debt's at an all-time high, fueled mostly by mortgages, but also automobile loans, all right, have taken the place of student loans as number 2 on that list. So I don't think you've had all 3 of those all at once, putting that much stress on the consumer these days.
Are you seeing a ton of calls because of it?
We are seeing a lot of people call in, and it's just not debt issues now. It's a lot of foreclosure issues, a lot of rental delinquency still issues. So that's putting a lot of stress on individuals to keep a roof over their head, but at the same time, keep their families fed and make sure that the lights stay on in the house, make sure the lights stay on in the rental property, whatever the case is. A lot of stressors all at once on individuals.
Can you feel that stress? Is there emotion there? Are the people emotional?
Yeah, there is emotion, and you see that we have a box of tissues here in the office.
Like, seriously?
And, yes, and there are people that have tried everything that they thought was the best thing to do. Maybe took out a loan here and there to try to put a Band-Aid on a cut that needs a tourniquet, okay? A financial cut that needs a tourniquet. And so they've tried everything that they thought was the right thing to do, and they're at wit's end. They've lost hope. And so they do get very emotional. Let's face it, Mike, finances are an emotional topic, okay?
Give me the first thing you tell people to do when they come in here and you say, all right, listen, we're going to make a plan, but you got to do this first.
Certainly. We talk about the financial fundamentals, okay? And there's 2 basic fundamentals that go into when we talk about financial fundamentals. The first one is make every expense you have negotiable, which means you take a look at every line item expense that you have, every one. Mortgage, utility. So you need to start taking a look at everything that's taking money out of your wallet and negotiate it the best you can.
Are we still in the free fall, or do you see it kind of leveling off a little bit, or do you see it getting better? Where are we at?
Yeah, I think the one thing that's strong with this economy right now is the job market's still pretty strong. Okay, your unemployment rate's still down around 3.6%. When you start seeing that unemployment rate go up and the GDP starting to go down, that's when you're headed for that recession. They're still spending on vacations right now. They're still spending on going out because the pandemic was all pent up, right? We were all pent up. We wanted to get out. We wanted to do things. People are doing those things. But if that inflation becomes such a stress that they're not going to be doing those things and consumer spending starts getting reeled in, I think you'll start seeing us going towards a recession a little bit more. And there's a pretty good possibility that might happen. Let's face it, there's only so much you can borrow on a credit card. And then you hit the limit, and then you're in trouble. Because you've hit the limit, you got nothing else to borrow, right? So what happens is that you start taking a look at that situation, you say, boy, I gotta do something about this. Don't get emotional, don't make emotional decisions. Let's be objective. Let's take a look, and our financial coaching program, that's what a financial coach does with you. Gives you the tools that you can use on your own to empower you to do better moving forward, but at the same time, you've got somebody in your corner that's asking questions about, hey, what can you do about this cable bill? Hey, what can you do to negotiate maybe a better program for home entertainment? And then we'll provide you the resources and referrals, if needed, in order for you to do those types of things.
When you see results and people start to see results and they come in here and they're like, I think I'm doing it.
Yep.
What's that like?
It's freedom. I will just say it just provides individuals a sense of freedom. They feel so overwhelmed when they first talk with us, and when they know that there are options, there's hope. And when they realize that there's hope and it's a reality, it becomes a reality, they feel so much better about their situation, and they feel confident.
Well, you can find Vic and his gang, Apprisen Financial Services, on Elm Road in Warren.
Tell Vic I said hi next time you see him.
Will do.
Okay. Hi,
Will
Vic.
do. Vic.
Hey.
Yeah?
You know what we have to do? We have to send some well wishes to Mark Canzonetta. A lot of people have been asking, sometimes we reach back into the Rolodex of things. Well, we are doing that a little bit this summer because Mark just had knee replacement surgery by Dominic Peters.
Right.
And he came out of the surgery A-okay, but you, a couple of summers ago,
Yep.
what a day you had.
So we need to do a little flashback to the grill. Welcome to Pesto's Test Kitchen. We took it outside today, and I'm literally taking a back seat to our cooks today. Pesto in the front, Ray Boom Boom Mancini in the middle, and they are going to take it. Mark, tell them what we're going to cook today.
Well, today, everybody, first off, welcome, Ray. Nice to see you, champ. Nice to see you, my brother.
Appreciate it. Thanks for having me.
So we're gonna go back to a little bit of Ray's roots. We're gonna cook some Sicilian stuff. So we're gonna cook some Sicilian food. Ray's from Sicily. A lot of different flavors in Sicily. So it's not like normal Italian food.
You know, if you ever get a chance, people, you got to go to Sicily. Sicily is known for their food. Basically, it's pescatarian based.
And that's why we're doing some swordfish today.
And, beautiful. And the flavors, and if you go to Sicily, the food's very simple. The sauces are very light.
Yep.
Flavorful.
Yep.
A lot of herbs.
A little bit picante, a little bit spicy.
A little bit. And but the food is simplice.
Yeah.
Real simple, and that's the best part. And I love Sicily, and everyone's got to go visit. Everyone got to visit.
Well, let's go start visiting it right now. So we're gonna make a simple tomato sauce, like you said, and we're gonna use that for the swordfish skewers. So we're gonna start off. You gotta have good olive oil, right?
Always.
Gotta have good
Always.
olive oil. So we're gonna have some good olive oil in the pan. We're gonna kick that up. A little bit of garlic.
I like a lot of garlic. So a lot of people. No, I'm just
Give
saying.
me some more garlic.
No.
So we're gonna add some.
I'll make sure we get the rest. How's that?
Get it in there, right? So
I
a
like
little bit of onion, diced onion, some diced fine diced carrots, because the carrots and the onions really build some sweetness. And to leach out some of the water in that, we want to add a little pinch of sea salt, and that's going to take some of the water out and start the caramelization process with the sauce. So we're going to kick up the heat a little bit more. And then what I want to do now is we're going to stir that up and just get those flavors starting to melt together. And now we're going to add some golden raisins, because golden raisins are a big part of Sicilian cuisine.
Yeah, a lot of people don't understand that.
Yeah, because it adds that sweetness, it adds that flavor. Got to have a little chili flake too. How spicy do you like it?
I'm not a big spice guy.
Okay,
I'm not
just
a big
a little
spice.
bit.
That's okay.
Just a little bit. Some black pepper. Okay. And we're going to add these beautiful San Marzano tomatoes.
Beautiful.
Some great flesh plum tomatoes. We're going to put that together.
Now, Mark, is that what in Sicilian, fletta pomodoro? Fletta pomodoro.
Exactly.
Filet tomato, in case, you know.
So in Sicily, they just don't like basil. They like a lot of oregano. So, you could either use great dried Sicilian oregano, or you could use fresh oregano from your garden. So a good way to test oregano or fresh herbs is if you go like this, Ray. Put it in your palms.
I did not know this.
And you go like this, and then you smell it. You'll never forget what oregano smells like.
Oh, yeah.
Right?
That's very
Right, so we're going to add that to the sauce because we
fragrant.
want that to cook. Plus, we're going to add a little bit of dried Sicilian oregano. Okay?
Plus, you'll smell like that the rest of the day.
I know.
That's wonderful. Just put a little bit
and
on your
fresh flat leaf
It
parsley.
really is nice.
So we're going to put this all together. We're going to put it on a simmer. Sorry, the sun is so shiny out here. We're going to bring that up to a simmer. We're going to let it cook for about 15 minutes, and then that's going to be the base for our involtini, our seafood skewers, and we're going to start that right now. So if we can just grab that.
We're about halfway done with this first segment, so we're right on schedule.
All right, perfect. So swordfish.
Yeah.
Seafood, like you said, Sicily, they're based on seafood.
Yeah.
So you want to go to a great fishmonger. Your local fishmonger, Danny Catullo is one of my favorites to get fish from. You want to smell it, and you want the fish to smell like the ocean. You don't want it to smell anything else. It should smell clean and fresh. And when you push on it, it should have a little bit of firmness to it. If you push and the dimple stays in, that means the seafood is old.
Oh, is that right?
That's
right.
right.
I didn't realize that.
Exactly.
I ate when I was fighting during my training, I eat a lot of swordfish.
A lot of swordfish. You have to. So we're going to do swordfish. So we cut it into cubes because we're going to make some skewers with it. So we're going to put some extra virgin olive oil on it, some fresh ground pepper, some lemon juice, because you said a lot of citrus, lemon zest, because the zest has all the flavor. It really does have all the flavor. Okay. Again, a nice pinch of sea salt. We're going to mix that all together. And you can let this sit for 15 minutes if you want the flavors to really permeate in.
Yeah.
But what's going to happen is, because of that acid in the lemon juice, it's going to partially cook it. And that's kind of how like ceviche is made. So we're just going to do that.
See, Mike, all the flavors are marinating together.
Got it.
A little bit of parsley.
Yes.
We're marinating these flavors.
Good at it.
Melissa, do you like swordfish?
Love it.
Awesome. And that's why I picked it today.
I don't think I've ever had swordfish.
Really?
No,
Oh, it's a great fish.
One thing I know about swordfish, the thickness. It's a fillet. You always know about the thickness of it, and the texture. It's
so we're going to skewer this together. We've got some great bamboo skewers. You want to soak them in water, because if you don't soak them in water, they're going to burn on your hot grill. Some great baby sweet peppers. And you just want to go 2 or 3 pieces of each. And Ray, if you want to, you can kick it up.
I will do that.
And that's a perfect skewer. And we're just gonna set these to the side, continue to make fish, skewers,
I can help you.
and then we're gonna cook those on the grill until they're nice and about medium rare.
But I'm gonna try to get my hand all nice and all.
There, get in there. So Mike, are you a big fish guy?
I like fish, yeah, and I like it on the grill, but it's tough to do on the grill for me because sometimes it sticks, sometimes I'm scared. You spend all this money on the swordfish,
right?
And you don't want to mess it up.
I know exactly what you're coming. So a couple things you can do.
Okay.
You can really season your grill really well, scrape it really well, get it hot, and then have a towel with olive oil and rub it down.
Okay.
Or they actually have those Teflon mats now that you can grill on that'll still give you the same effect.
That works?
Yeah, that works.
All right, very good. All right, when we come back, tell them the rest of the meal, and then we'll kind of wrap up these,
So we're gonna have
for this segment.
We're gonna have the sauce, this beautiful pomodoro sauce with the raisins and the carrots and the onions, and we're gonna have it with the grilled swordfish. Then we're gonna come back. We're gonna make a grilled radicchio salad, and we're gonna have some arugula with it, some ricotta, some pine nuts. It's gonna be beautiful.
And you've been itching to use this new pizza oven.
I've been itching to use my new pizza oven. We just got it hooked up last night. So.
And there's a reason Melissa's sitting here, not just because of the beauty part, not just to make us look.
Melissa, what's the drink you created for Ray?
Yeah. She dresses it up.
The Boom Boom Bramble.
Boom, 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 about that. That boom, boom, bramble.
And it's made with your bourbon, Ray.
Oh, it better be.
What other bourbon is
What else would you use?
Exactly. So we'll be right back.
All right, we'll put this stuff on the grill and be back in just a couple of minutes. Little Boom Boom flashback.
Oh, I love it.
We ate that day. Remember that day?
And then I think I got there a little bit later, and there was so much food, and it was so much fun. So.
And I felt like it was good for us because it was just all meat and fish.
Of course you would.
Probably wasn't. All right, taking a break. On the other side,
Kelly Warren explains how living in a property can really be to your advantage, especially if you want to make some money on the other end of it.
For nearly 80 years, Cafe 422 has been the Valley's premier destination for steaks, seafood, and fine Italian cuisine. Join us at Cafe 422 for lunch, dinner, and all of your special occasions. Cafe 422 in Warren and Boardman.
No hot water? Call A to Z Dependable Services. Our fully stocked rapid response water heater specialist will get you back in hot water in no time. A to Z is the only call you need to make.
Only A to Z.com.
Welcome back to Valley Spotlight.
Yep.
Welcome back.
Another pretty day outside.
Yeah.
I like to spend as much time outside in the summer as I can.
I agree.
Even if it's hot, I don't care.
If you wonder where I am, it's usually right about here.
In this spot.
Yeah. But our show is so jam-packed today, and
you went to a different house.
We did. Well, I got to catch up with Kelly Warren and find out the details behind if you're living in a property, how to make money on it with very little investment into it, and just getting the return on your investment very quickly without paying taxes.
Okay, let's see.
Well, this little house in Cornersburg, Kelly, has given us a lot of things to talk about. And Kelly Warren from Kelly Warren and Associates, you are a go-to lady, so thank you. All right, so our topic of the day today is using a piece of real estate, living in it, doing what you got to do to it, and then being able to make money.
Yes.
Like real money.
Yeah.
Tens of thousands of dollars. Just by taking the leap into real estate.
So real estate is the safest, most effective way to build wealth.
You know, right? And like if you talk to a stockbroker or you talk to an investment advisor, if you're able to beat the
They're
stock
gonna try
market
and tell you otherwise.
Right.
But real estate is it.
I can only speak from experience, but yes, it is. And so when you're taking the leap into real estate, you're able to buy some properties that maybe aren't the most beautiful, aren't the most lovely, for let's say $75,000. And if you do a few things like a kitchen counter or painting the cupboards or just upgrading a few of the things that are the things that you live with, you can make
so if
you can make a lot of money.
You can do real estate investing all kinds of different ways. Airbnbs, rentals, flips, or you can do the live-in a live-in flip.
Mm-hmm.
So the great thing with those is if you own the home and live in it as your primary occupant for more than 2 years, you don't have to pay the capital gains tax. So you can start making money while you're making a home and then sell it in a couple years and have some profit.
That is, say that one more time.
Save the taxes and make the money.
Save the taxes and make the money. If you live in something.
There's a theory called regression, where if you buy the worst house in the best neighborhood, progression, where you buy the worst house, the best neighborhood, you can bring up the value of your house to match the other homes, and you can be making money on it, all while living in it, all while living in a nice neighborhood, and you don't have to put a ton of money into the house to do that.
And this house, for example, they did the kitchen floor, and they picked a very neutral tile, and then they matched the kitchen cabinets. I don't think that they're new, but they're newly painted.
Sometimes a paint job is all that you need. So kitchens and baths are where your big money's at in any house.
Okay.
Do the upgrade. Everybody loves to see an updated kitchen and bathroom. Paint, flooring, light fixtures, you get a nice bang for your buck on those. And then depending on what the house needs, if you want to give it some character, give it a facelift, the exterior things, landscaping, siding, roofs, windows. If your goal is making money on the house, then of course you want to watch where you're putting your dollars. But if your goal is you want to live there and make it the best house for you, then put them where you want them.
Right.
And the real estate's going to appreciate through all of it.
Yeah, it's like magic. You go to sleep at night and you're making money, and that is the dream of most Americans,
It's
I
like
think.
you have a savings account at 123 Main Street. Just, as you pay your mortgage, you're earning some equity. As you do some repairs, you're increasing your value, and your house is becoming a bank account for you.
And you get to go to Menards and Home Depot and Lowe's.
So much fun.
And you make new friends.
When was the last time your stocks were that fun?
Right? My weekends, I'll tell you what, that is, and there's nothing else I'd rather do.
Right.
The smell of Home Depot just puts me in a mood. Anyway, give everybody at home the details on how to get a hold of you guys. The website's always updated, and they do an email. If you have a search criteria, they'll email it directly to you, so you don't have to be scrolling through Zillow.
Of course, you get the
and
newest
Realtor.
stuff the minute it comes up.
The second it goes.
You can find us online at kellysoldit.com. Call or text 330-717-2689.
I still get those emails. I still look at them. I'm not even buying
It's
a
fun to
house.
look at them.
It really is. Thank you, Kel.
No problem. Thanks.
How about that? That's how you do it.
I had no idea.
Me either.
It's nice to learn how to make money instead of lose money every once in a while.
No kidding. No kidding.
All right.
Oh, speaking of gaining something, there's our big mall.
Yeah. Does she like fruits and vegetables?
She most certainly does.
Well, good.
She could have been a farm dog, but I don't think Carl invited her this time.
Well, you got to go see Carl, though, right?
I did, and find out what they're harvesting right now. Well, it is summer picking season.
Yes.
Carl and Julie.
Hello.
We are always at the farm market with Carl
You're right.
and the family.
Exactly.
But today we're out in the fields.
Out in the field, checking things out. Middle of July, harvest is here.
Harvest is here.
It's coming full force with this beautiful weather we've had. It is dry, but we've been irrigating. We've blessed. We have a great water source. We're watering everything. We had warm nights, hot days, so that means the crop is here.
Not that I have crops at home at any stretch of this kind of imagination, but the hibiscus plants that we had, that we got, I thought they weren't doing so well early in the season, and then it got warm outside, and it's like being in Florida.
Yeah.
So on a side note, not only are you having a great summer, but these things is just as beautiful as those plants I have at home.
Good.
So
happy to hear.
We're talking, like you just said, the middle of July. You guys are picking literally everything right now.
Yeah, we are into garlic. Our peppers are ready. Green beans. We're picking sweet corn, lots of sweet corn, and tomatoes, and it's just a great time of year. It's pickle season. July's pickle month, so we got lots of pickles.
July's pickle month, everybody.
You want to get your pickles done? You better get them ordered. Call the farm.
Okay.
That's the time, and then you get you into your peppers and tomatoes later. But right now, we're pickles, and it's a beautiful time of year.
It really is lovely. And I think honestly, after all the years of being out here, And of course, you know, the market is lovely, and then the greenhouse with all the flowers and everything. I've never actually been out here on the farm, and to see the way that the land just sort of rolls. I mean, just in our eyesight, or what's the saying I'm trying to say?
In our
view.
In our view.
Right here, you guys have, like, you know, the cantaloupe and the water, like all these.
Cantaloupe, watermelon, tomatoes, and then behind us is the garlic, and then next to us are peppers, and you know, it's all surrounding us.
So every year, do you guys change what is being grown here?
Yes,
to make sure?
every year we rotate a crop out and we need to rotate to different crops and different things so the soil stays healthy and we can continue to grow a good vegetable crop.
You guys have people out here in all of the different fields and just working so hard to make sure that the freshest produce is available to not just the market, but you guys sell all over the valley.
Yes.
I mean, how many markets do you guys have?
We have, what do we got, 6 satellite locations, and then the farm market, and then we do hit a couple farmers markets we head out to every week now that we're into full season, and things are just, we're working.
Yes, you are.
We're
and
working.
Markets too. It never ever stops. Give people the main central location out here on 46 and Canfield.
We're out here at 9600 State Route 46. We're open 7 days a week. Just check out the Facebook page to get updates of what's going on.
And say hi to his parents because they are just a delight. So on that note, I'm always glad to see them around here. Have you ever been out to the fields with him?
Yeah, one time, and it is an amazing operation.
It really is, and to see them all back to back to back like that, it's so special.
You know, like when you drive past these cornfields, it's just corn.
Right, but you never get to see the vegetables.
Or the mounds they make, or the holes they make in the mounds, and how they water them, all that good stuff.
You'll find out how they water them and how they do that from the lake nearby in our next episode of Valley Spotlight.
Teaser.
Don't go away.
All right, speaking of teases, after this break, it's always nice to be recognized, and the Grand Resort has another recognition heading toward them.
A big one.
Yeah.
So we'll have that one for you right after this.
The third book in Sean T. Posey's Youngstown and Mahoning Valley trilogy takes readers back to the tumultuous early days of the 20th century and explores the stories behind familiar local landmarks of the past and forgotten chapters of local history. Take a journey back in time with the hidden history of Youngstown and the Mahoning Valley. Available now.
Salt Me is a company that produces products that are made out of Himalayan sea salt. I have a love affair with Himalayan sea salt. And as an ear, nose, and throat doctor, the most important thing for me is that the products are going to be effective and that they're going to be safe for patients. So I make products that help sinus conditions, and I make products that are going to be good for the skin and good for the body. And all of them are made of Himalayan sea salt.
Back here on Valley Spotlight on this wonderful Sunday.
You know who makes a wonderful Sunday for us most of the time? Steel Light International.
They do, don't they?
And they allow us to go to all these restaurants and to make sure that some of our restaurant partners get the spotlight on them. And this one is for an amazing reason, not just our spotlight, but an international spotlight is going to the Grand Resort.
Right. If you've ever heard of the Wine Spectator magazine, they do a special list. I didn't know much about it, so I found out, and a great award too.
Do you have to enter to get this award, or how does it work?
You have to enter. You have to submit your wine list, your menus, information about the restaurant, and the wine program in general.
Okay. Have you entered before?
No, this is the first time we've entered.
Why did you think it was a good idea to do it now?
Well, we've put a lot of work into our wine program here at the Grand Resort. It's been a big team effort, a lot of people involved. Myself, of course, is the wine director. Melissa Chambrone is our food and beverage director, has been very involved. And we've just put a lot of work into this program with our extensive wine list, our wines on tap. We have a really amazing wine list here, so it was time.
So how did you find out, and what did you think when you found out?
I found out, I checked the website, they released the winners last week, and I knew the day it was happening, and I checked it that morning, and I did a little yay jump, and and we got it. So it was very exciting. It puts us on the map. Quite literally, it puts us on Wine Spectator's map of, restaurants to go to that have won their award. And there's 3 levels to the award. There's the Award of Excellence, which is the first level. There's the Best of, which is the second level, which is what we won, Best of Award of Excellence. And then the very best award is the Grand Award, and that's only 97 restaurants in the world won that. So that's a high bar to reach for. But we're really proud to have won the Best of Award of Excellence our first time out. So
Is there a judges panel, or who does the judging? How do you find that?
There is a group at Wine Spectator, all of their wine experts at the magazine, and they go through the list, they go through all the details, and they judge it. They kind of keep that a little bit of a secret, I think, on exactly how it happens. But 3,200 restaurants in the world made the list, so in the entire world. So this covers everything.
Do you think there was 1 or 2 things that put us over the top, or that you thought this is a good reason to enter because we've got this?
Well, I think we have quite a few strengths on our list. One, we have the whole world covered pretty well. If you want wines from California, we have that. If you're looking for France or Italy, we have a deep list for the old world. We also have the new world covered very well with Argentina, Chile, Australia, New Zealand. So we have a lot to choose from here on our list, and at every price point too. At everyday price points and up to very special occasion price points.
Does it reset every year? Would you have to do it again next year?
You have to reapply every year. So.
And you're looking forward to it, I would think.
I'm looking forward to it.
Brian.
Okay, congratulations. We'll do it again next year, I hope.
Yes, let's hope so. Fingers crossed.
I'd like to do this segment again, if we could do that.
The Boom Boom Bramble.
Yeah, it was a good drink. They put that on the menu, didn't they?
They did.
Yeah, that's how good this was.
And their cocktails and their everything down at Bistro, amazing. But this was your moment to shine.
And shine I did. Back here outside of Pesto's Test Kitchen, the outside location, and I want to tell you what we did when we were away. We put the swordfish skewers on the grill. We did the radicchio.
We did the radicchio. We put a little bit of extra radicchio.
C-H-I-K-O is what it is.
So a little bit of olive oil on the radicchio, a little bit of salt, a little bit of black pepper on the grill, char both sides. We're going to come back, we're going to make a salad.
And you're going to see it come out in just a second. But now let's do our salad and salad dressing, okay?
We are. So salad dressings are typically 2 to 3 parts of olive oil, or any kind of oil, to 1 part of vinegar or an acid. An acid could be lemon juice, orange juice, or whatever. Okay. So we're using white balsamic here. A little bit of sweetness because that radicchio, again, has a little bit of bitter. So we're going to add that. We're going to hit it with some sea salt, some fresh ground black pepper. And again, because radicchio needs a little bit of sweetness and that acid to cut through it, I got some beautiful orange zest here. And we're going to use that because that has so much flavor packed in it. It's unbelievable. All right, we're just going to whisk that together.
The zest is how much more than the juice?
Twice as much as the juice.
Twice as much, okay.
Yep. So now we're going to add some beautiful shaved fennel. So fennel, so Sicilian. Yeah, finocchio. So we're gonna add some shaved fennel. It's a little bit anisey in flavor, almost like celery, but not in texture. Okay. We're gonna add some arugula and a little bit of baby spinach. We're gonna add some orange supremes, which is really just cut up oranges. Okay. And we're gonna toss this all together. Real nice. And that you can just see, does that say summer or what, Ray?
Yeah, you ain't lying.
That just says summer in a nutshell. So I'm going to start assembling the salad and the seafood skewers while Melissa makes the greatest new drink ever.
Did you make up this drink?
I did.
All right, what is it?
It's the Boom Boom Bramble.
Okay,
Boom Boom Bramble. Yes.
All right. Let's see. It has nothing to do with
Livingston
Livingston
to me and
Bramble.
my opponent.
Yeah. You can try to fight
We're
it.
friends. We're friends.
So far,
I like them.
this drink is
Wait,
undefeated.
could this be Bramble?
The boom boom bramble. I like that. I kind of think that.
All right, so it has blackberries.
I didn't like that Bramble guy.
No, he's a good guy.
Is he a good guy?
Yeah, he's a good
Okay,
guy.
I'm
if you
gonna
say
take
so.
some simple syrup.
You don't want to just sit and talk boxing with us the whole time?
I can talk and make a drink.
Oh, hello, look at this.
What do they call it? Muddling?
Yeah, we're gonna muddle this. So when you live in Ohio, you kind of just have to get whatever is fresh for the season.
Yeah. Are we in blackberry season?
We are in blackberry season, brother. Look at these seafood skewers, Ray.
That nice and muddled in there.
Look at that char on there.
Time for the ice?
See those peppers, Mike Case?
I do.
Perfecto.
Perfecto.
Muddled in.
When you make a drink, don't you normally put the bourbon or the booze on the bottom, or you do put it on the top, typically?
We have to do the flavor.
I know, that's why I'm asking. Is this a little
I'm gonna shake a little bit.
Oh.
So,
look at that.
About 2 ounces.
About 2 ounces, okay. Is that like a shot glass, or is that a little less than a shot glass? What is a shot glass?
About an ounce and a
It's
quarter.
whatever you want it to be.
Depends on how bad or good of a day you've had.
Could have put a little bit of sour mix on top.
So the sour mix could be what? Could it be just orange juice, or it could be any? It has to be.
I actually got this from, guess where?
Bistro.
Bistro 1907.
Oh, yeah, they're good.
We make it homemade.
So orange juice,
Seriously.
lemon juice, lime juice, simple syrup. Together.
Oh, okay, there you go. Oh, man, that looks too beautiful to drink.
And you just need a little bit of lemon, because I tried this earlier and I thought it needs a little bit of lemon.
Look at that, look at that, look at that.
Woo!
Oh, you had one earlier.
Well, she had a test drive.
Just a sip,
No,
just
I
a
gotta
sip.
give it a shot.
All right,
Give it a
go.
shot, champ.
Because it's the second time I've made it.
All right, tell them the name one more time.
Boom Boom Bramble.
The boom boom bramble, baby.
Okay, Mike, we got the beautiful radicchio grilled perfectly. Now we're going to add this layer of flavor with all this salad.
Nah, that's no kidding. That's
Look
a
at that.
summer drink. That's a summer drink.
Look at this, summer salad.
And you ain't gonna get better than this. Summer drink. Wow. That's
Isn't that nice?
Orange on me.
There you go. Now we're going to add some salted pistachios on top of that.
Okay.
And now we're going to add a little bit of creaminess with some ricotta.
Oh, that's all right.
Wrap it up.
Okay, and that's our salad. Champ, you want to give that a taste?
Oh, yeah, man.
Well, I put together our seafood skewers. Our seafood skewers came off the grill. They're cooked perfectly. Great caramelization of flavors there. We're going to take that simple Sicilian tomato sauce, Ray, and we're just going to put it over the top.
Oh, yeah.
Look at that. You can see the gorgeous extra virgin olive oil in there. And that just pops.
All right, here's what we'll do. We'll take a break. We'll come back. We're going to make you make a pizza for us.
We are.
We're going to make you make a pizza, and we're going to serve this to our friends Sam and Rachel, and everybody's going to sit down and have a bite to eat. Does that sound good?
That sounds perfect.
Be back in just a sec.
RC Compounding specializes in preparing affordable and natural hormone replacement therapy just for you.
I was spinning my wheels before. I didn't know what was wrong, and now I feel I have a sounder mind. You know, I can sleep better. You know, when your hormones are off, your whole body is off, your mind is off. So I feel a lot better. I feel like I can do anything.
RC Compounding, we care about your health.
Hi, I'm Barbara Corcoran. I'm constantly asked by news sources how to best navigate today's real estate market. I call the brightest agents in the business to get their input. Hi, Kelly. What's going on in the Mahoney Valley area?
Hi, Barbara. The market in the Mahoning Valley has remained strong.
I'm so happy to hear that.
Sellers are enjoying the safety of the Guaranteed Sold program, and buyers and sellers love the 3D tour and the free moving truck.
Get the best advice from my friend Kelly Warren. Go to kellysoldit.com. Be safe and smart.
Papa Canzonetta's peppers, recipe established in 1975. A family secret is now yours to share with the people who add spice to your life. Choose from mild and hot versions, plus our famous original blend too. They're the perfect punch for any dish, breakfast, lunch, and dinner. We've got the recipes to prove it. Just follow us on Facebook, order online at papacans.com and pick your peck. papacans.com, order 6 jars or more and qualify for free shipping. We like it hot. We're glad you do too.
And we're we're back. Our friends are already sampling the meal, so
they're chowing down, aren't they?
We'll get this done and then go meet up with them.
So we're just gonna make a pizza.
All right.
Beautiful pizza dough.
You bought this from Walmart and just set it out there, right?
Well, you can as an option. You can as an option.
That. Okay.
You can as an option, but we would rather you made.
Oh, okay. It's a home.
Or we'd rather you go to your local bakery and get it from there.
I understand.
Okay. So we had the pizza skin. My pastry chef Amanda and Matt made this for me. We stretched it out. We're gonna add some, again, those beautiful San Marzano tomatoes, and there's nothing in here. Just a pinch of salt, pureed San Marzano tomatoes, just a thin coat of sauce, because in Naples or Sicily, like Ray said earlier, they use very little sauce. It's very light. So we had one already cooking, but this one I'm gonna add some smoked mozzarella. We're gonna kick it up flavor-wise a little bit. So we're gonna add that smoked mozzarella. I don't think we're gonna put any of those weeds on it like you said, Mike.
They're right here if we need them.
They are. Would you like some?
What were those, by the way?
That was fresh oregano.
Fresh oregano.
So why don't we just put we can either put a little basil, a
He
little
always
parsley.
has to.
Yeah, a little bit on there. Beautiful.
That's beautiful.
Always on my pizza, I like just a little bit of olive oil.
How come?
Just because it richens it up. That flavor, that unctuous flavor of the olive oil and the palate feel.
Okay.
Now, again, culinary tip, if it doesn't slide on that peel, and you can put a little bit of semolina, a little bit of flour on there. We're gonna take it, we're gonna put it in the oven.
Put it in it. I'm gonna get the stone.
Okay.
To get that other one out.
And here we go with the one we just had cooking. Beautiful. And that's the one that's more Sicilian, because it's got that oregano on it. You can put it right there. We're gonna cut it up and we're gonna bring it over to Ray.
Okay. Boy, he's really getting this special treatment.
And this knife, unbelievable. Crooked River Forge, my brother, you rock out.
In our last episode.
Absolutely, man. I can't wait. He's got a new knife for me, and I can't wait to test drive it. All right, we're gonna bring this over to Ray.
All right, let's go see if they like it.
All right.
All right. Now, be honest, you guys, are we on firsts or seconds?
Wow, I think they're going yard over here. Got a little pizza, Ray?
I went for the daily double.
You did?
Oh, yes.
How's everything?
Super high.
And how
It's
authentic is it, by the way?
From being from Sicily.
As authentic as you can get.
Really?
That's beautiful. That makes me feel good to my heart.
Definitely.
So Melissa did a great job on the newest drink that's going to be the rage of all Youngstown, the Boom Boom Bramble. And we're going to start featuring this at Bistro 1907 this weekend.
Trust me, if you were a bourbon guy, or anybody, you're going to love this. It's delicious. Nice little fruitiness to it, a little sweetness to it.
So Sam, Rachel, how did you guys like the salad?
So far, so
good. Have you ever had fennel before in a salad?
At the restaurant.
At the restaurant. Of course you have. Of course you have.
I had to slow them down.
They were
really digging in, and I thought there's going to be nothing left when we come over here. So.
And then we're going to go back, and Bentley and I are just going to make a cheese pizza, right? Just cheese.
That's what she likes the best.
All right, Mike Case. Ray,
Great job.
an honor to have you, my friend.
I can't thank you, my brother. That's the best. You're the best chef in the area. You have been for a long time, and don't get no better than this.
Well, welcome to our home. Melissa, thank you so much for creating Ray that beautiful drink. And Mike, always, Lauren, wherever you are.
Oh, she's jealous.
Oh, she's jealous?
Oh, she's jealous. All right, don't forget.
The Boom Boom Bramble. All right.
Good job at Pesto's Test Kitchen.
Thank you.
All right, good job.
A to Z Dependable Services now offers walk-in tubs and showers in as little as 1 day. Let us create a safer bathing experience in your bathroom or the shower of your dreams. Call A to Z Dependable Services today for a free estimate or visit us online at onlyatoz.com.
At RC Compounding, their team of pharmacists specialize in erectile dysfunction therapies that don't have to cost an arm and a leg.
It's becoming more and more comfortable to talk about these things. And we're not doctors, but we're pharmacists. But you can call and talk to us and we will tailor something to you. We will reach out to your doctor. We'll collaborate with you, collaborate with your doctor. We compound a specific drug for a specific patient.
RC Compounding, we care about your health.
Well, Ducat not only sells the product, but we service them. We have parts and service support for every machine that you buy at Ducat. You are purchasing a machine, it's eventually going to break or need work, and we are here to do that. You don't get that from an online sale or a mass merchant. They just don't have the ability to have the parts and the service. We send our mechanics to school every year. We have 2 Briggs & Stratton master service technicians. There are not many in the country, probably less than 5,000 in the country, and we have 2 at Ducat. And we also have gold certified steel mechanics and numerous certifications in parts and service for every brand that we carry.
So let yourself go to Ducat. Let yourself go to Ducat.
Welcome welcome back to Valley Spotlight. One more really good story before we wrap things up.
This one is courtesy of Rust City and Carl Wendell. He is in charge of their online groups.
Oh, okay.
And online became a whole different ballgame during the pandemic. And it turns out, well, they're still so relevant for people that sometimes can't be reached. And Carl has the way to them via the computer and their hearts.
Nice.
Well, happy Sunday, everybody, and welcome back to Rust City Church. And we know Sundays are big around here, but every single day of the week is big too. And that's thanks to people like Carl Wendell. And Carl, welcome to the show.
Happy to be here.
And
Thanks
welcome to Rust City. You're
Yes.
a fairly new addition to the family out here, and your role is like even bigger than this whole place because it's online for you.
Yes.
So take me through the position, and first of all, why you think it's important that you're here.
Yeah. So I have the privilege, the honor of pastoring the online in groups here at Rust City. We have a new online campus. We just launched it 5 months ago.
An online campus.
Yes, online campus.
So, like for me, like when you're thinking about that, how does that work?
Yeah. So basically, it's the same mission, same vision. Hey, people have the permission to start where they are, forget religion, find God, and take steps towards a new possible, just a different vehicle.
Okay.
So there's different platforms that people can tune in from literally all over the country, and then we've found all over the world people are tuning in.
Which this world has changed drastically, and as we're in the midst of everything that's going on in Ukraine, our hearts and prayers go out to them.
Yes.
And so when we say like this world that we live in and how you're able to reach people that we were never able to reach before, I find that incredibly, for lack of a better term, powerful for you guys. And you know, with COVID and the pandemic, people have been afraid to be in group settings, to be in the same room, and you have taken all of that fear right out of the equation.
That's right. It's been really, really cool because people now have the permission to still connect with God,
Right.
still get plugged into community, and it's amazing. I mean, I'm learning, and I think our team is learning to not limit God, that He can reach anybody at any time, regardless of where they're tuning in from.
So
it's pretty
when you
special.
say tuning into groups, is it like, you know, you see like a Zoom, you know, screen and you see a bunch of people up there, or is it, you know, one-on-one? How does it work? If I'm raising my hand and saying I want to be in an online, you know, community with you guys, what does it look like for me at home?
Yeah, so there's two main ways, and we see this all the way in the early church. They met in two specific ways. They met in congregational setting, so like Sunday mornings worship,
Right.
and then in homes. And so those are the two settings that you can tune in online. Is a Sunday morning, you can experience the service together. You can worship from the comfort of your own home, wherever you're tuning in from. And then you can comment in the chat box. You can receive prayer. You could take next steps. And then the flip side of that is there's digital groups as well, where people can tune in via Zoom, regardless of where they're from.
That's amazing.
And they can not only build meaningful relationships, but then they can also grow in their faith together.
Right.
Because the truth is, we need each other. If we've learned anything from a pandemic being 2 years in, we need each other.
Yes, we do. And that interaction between people who maybe you wouldn't ever meet at the grocery store, but maybe they are from a different state, but you're walking a similar path, you guys have been able to literally open those doors for people, which I think is really remarkable.
Yeah.
What is the plan for the rest of the year for you guys? Do you think this is going to grow, or is it something that you want to turn into something even bigger? Or like what's the deal?
We're kind of leaving that up to God, but so
I do
far
that every day. I leave everything. I'm like, all right, God, just tell me what you want me to do today.
It's been cool. I mean, we're growing the team. We're being faithful with what He's given us. And just an example, like we've connected with someone in Bangladesh. Come to find out they have a watch party of 50 people. They translate, not even kidding, they translate the service. And he's seen life change in his community. And so we're just focusing on, hey, how can we equip and empower other people in their own city to serve their city? to love their community.
I will say this, everything that you guys say here, they do it in a way where it makes sense. And if you're doing it and you're making sense in other languages, that just proves the point over and over again. So on a very personal note, again, us coming here, our team, we always feel better whenever we leave. So I encourage anybody else to give it a try and to bring some friends, like you guys always say, right where you are. It doesn't matter who you are or where you're at with your road. You guys are right there with them. So congratulations on your position. And I hope you guys continue to have a lot of success. So thanks for being on Valley Spotlight.
Yes, this has been so much fun.
Good. We like that.
I remember hearing about that first. I remember they showed us the map and all the different countries that were logging in, and I was like, Indonesia's watching? Or Norway? Or it was so cool. Random, but really cool.
And amazing to see how, living here in Ohio, what are my problems, what are my obstacles, and could they be the exact same as somebody who's in some of those countries? And we just don't know each other, so how would we ever become friends? Well, this is a great way to do it, and this like-mindedness and just this inherent kindness that goes through that entire organization, we have most certainly enjoyed having them part of our show.
I think too small sometimes. Like I think you wake up, you go to your church, you come home from your church, it's church you've always gone to. Well, not only are people going to different churches now and stuff, and that's one thing, but people in other countries are looking to worship in different places. Yeah. And that's really neat. And it doesn't really dawn on you until somebody punches you in the face with it, I guess, so that I can, I guess that does make sense. Of course.
I don't think Rusty punched him in the face.
Well, you know what I'm saying, though, right?
think I've even said, I've gone to this church, or we went to this church. Fred and I got married at Lordstown Lutheran Church. Right. Which, I'm Catholic, but at the same time, this sense of community and self-awareness that can come from all these places of worship, you never know when it's going to hit you.
That's right. And it does.
It really does.
So, boy, another fun show.
It was a remarkable show, and we're so grateful. We've got so many things coming. So for those folks at home who are sitting, oh my gosh, Mike and Lauren are never going to call me back, or you know what, how do I get on that show? It might take us some time, but I promise you we try to get through everybody. So please log online. The best way to do it, I know there's Facebook, I know there's Instagram, I know you can text message one of us, but at the same time, valleyspotlight.com, just submit it to the email. It goes to our entire group, so that way we don't miss it. And they think that's just sort of the nature of what we do. You never know who's going to check and who's going to log on and who's going to see it. So valleyspotlight.com is the best place to do that.
Okay.
All right.
There was a time when I was growing up that they could do commercials for cigarettes, cigars, things like that. You can't do that now.
The Camel.
Right.
Remember?
Marlboro Man. All that stuff. And it was on TV. All the time, but you can't do that anymore.
That's a no-no.
But since we had a cigar story in the beginning of the show, we thought we'd end with a cigar commercial from the past. Maybe you'll remember.
Thank you, Mike.
Okay.
Maybe you'll remember too.
Maybe I will.
For Muriel Cigars, the Adams Sisters, Edith, Editha, and Edie.
We're here to entertain you from the world of movie stars. We're here to sing the praises of Muriel Cigars. Corona, Magnum, Panatella Extra too. 3 great 10-cent Muriel cigars especially for you. We'd like to have you join the crowd that's smoking mild today. Just try a pack of Muriels and you'll be on your way to greater smoking pleasure and a taste that is sublime. Why don't you pick one up and smoke it sometime? Smoke Muriel Mild cigars.
If you like this video, subscribe to Valley Spotlight on YouTube and be sure to click on the notifications bell so you know when we've got some new stuff. You also can like us on Facebook, follow us on Instagram and Twitter, and subscribe to us on Vimeo or our Roku channel.